bro. That is hilarious. Good evening, everyone. September 24th, Tuesday, 2024. I just had my brother in here. He bounced, but he's coming back. There's my dog.
Yeah,
my
dude, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it online, man.
Oh, he did the little retweet to his space. Well, good to have you, Grant. Hey, Grant, do me a favor, buddy, if you can. This will go a lot easier if you get a little headpiece. If you have some, because we won't have the overlap. There. Oh, look at you. Say that.
I don't have any overlay.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Grant Cardone, you just got back from dude, good to have you. Grant just got back into town.
I've been waiting to do this with you, man.
Grant just got back from. You've been all over the Middle East, right? And I get a little text this afternoon said, "Hey man, I'm back in town. Let's get together on Spaces and connect the world." Let's do
something. Let's do something for the people.
I really love this. You know, I didn't do this as early as you did. By the way, how's the sound? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfect.
Yeah. Maybe bring your mic a little closer. I'm having a little bit of a problem with you. But you know, I haven't been doing this very long, not nearly like you. But I'm stunned at how the communities are coming together, dude. There's a lot of value. I was on the thing with Alex Finn today, and this is a monster opportunity. What's happening on these platforms, as long as we don't get censored, the ability for people to gain access to successful people that want to help. You know, most really successful people outside the Hollywood thing actually want to help and improve people. I mean, you've asked a few people to help you in your life. Most successful people will help, right?
100%.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy? You've been traveling? You back in Miami land?
Yeah. We were in Athens, flew into Athens for a second. Then we went to Dubai and a couple places in the UAE, and then went to Morocco on the way back to Casablanca. That was a disappointment.
Oh, was it?
Dude, I had the cab driver.
Shammy. What was her name? She was stunning. What was her name?
Lauren Bacall.
Oh, Lauren, come. Let's have a ciggy together. You remember watching those black and whites?
100%.
Yo, dude, before you go on, I just need to tell you something. I walked outside to get to go grab something. The kids are with me this week. And I look over at Mia's van that I bought her. She's 17 now. She's had this van for a year. Whole side mirror cracked, scratches on the car, and I just thought of you and me. How many times you and I hid the car from mom? Hey, park it on the left so she doesn't see the big old bash on the left side of the back. Yeah, you remember that, huh? The driver's seat.
I do.
All those mailboxes.
Hey, Gary, let's change the title. Let's change the title to something a little more compelling.
Well, let's see. I'm not sure I can change the title. Oh, maybe I can. Sure, I can do that.
Let's see.
What you want to do? I thought it was an AMA, man. I thought you liked that. But
what is AMA?
Ask me anything.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay, what you want to call it? I'm changing it right now.
I'm trying to see how it shows up right now. AMA with Gary and Grant. I mean, I just wouldn't. For the people out there that don't know what that is.
How about this? Cardone Bros bashing it.
Or what do you think about the greatest opportunity in history?
Ooh, the greatest op in
history. Debate anything. How about debate anything with the Cardone Bros?
Okay. How about this? Cardone Bros.
No, I wouldn't leave with Cardone Bros. No.
Cardone Brothers argue over everything.
No, I wouldn't lead like that. But anyway.
What do you want to say? Cardone Brothers do what? Debate?
No, I would lead with whatever's the breaking news. You know, Trump dead, right? Like you'd lead with.
That's a little over the top, bro. Cardone Brothers.
The other one, Zelensky to conduct election interference meetings.
Well, how about this? Did you see the video of him being
Trump
interviewed?
and Vance charged in Ohio. Those are the headlines.
Cardone brothers predict no election.
Yeah, that's possible. Here, I'll tell you, I was
in
in 4 countries that I've been in. I've been in France.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to. Hang tight. Let me just change this since you got me going.
Yeah,
and,
get the people going. But I can talk while you do that. See,
can you do me a favor though? Can you go on Twitter or do whatever to your 3 million people and say, hey, there's only 388 people. I get 800 people in here by myself, bro. Like within seconds.
Well,
but maybe it's the title. Diane's out there.
Since you got your title, you got title issues, bro. I'm glad you're not a house. So what I would do right now, if
nobody ever said I was back office, bro.
Why don't you just do your thing and let me talk about what I'm sharing with you, because I'm actually here helping you. Okay, so 4 countries in a week. I don't need to hang. You hang. You just do your titles.
How about that? You happy now?
Okay.
Movie star.
And everywhere that I was, somebody asked me about politics, about what's going on in America, dude. And to a person, and I wasn't nobody, like, to a person, they were like, hey, you guys better get that Donald Trump guy in there, because this woman that you guys have is an embarrassment to all people. In the UAE, they're worried. They're like, we just want peace. We just want peace in the Middle East, and we wanted to do business. We liked it when Trump was in there. We don't like everything he says, but we know that we can get a deal done with that guy. And same thing in Morocco, Gary. Same thing in Paris, man. They're like, hey, you guys need, and they're all worried about immigration. By the way, they're all worried about immigration in their own countries. Morocco, they said, yeah, we let it happen. Look what happened to this country. Goddamn. Somebody said this is a cat fight. No, man, they eating cats. They eating dogs and cats. Gary, you still in here? Because I can't see you.
Yeah, bro. What I did was you wanted to take the floor, so I gave you the floor.
No, I never want to take the floor from you, dude. I want to share.
But it's good. It's good if you got your thing on while I'm changing all this stuff, which I continue. You just keep chatting, dude. You know how to do that.
By the way, you look like you've been in the sun, dude. You've been getting a tan, huh? You've been out at the pool. Really. You've been laying out at the pool.
Not really, man. Maybe it's the cosmetics.
Fishing? You fishing?
No, I went bone fishing in Bahamas, dude.
Oh, well, maybe that did it.
Had a blast. That was 3 weeks ago. Took the kids. Shots fired.
Yeah. So, I have not eaten a dog or a cat, but I absolutely 100% believe people are eating dogs and cats. I happen to know people from Haiti, and dude, that's part of a sacrifice they do there. Just so you guys know. So that doesn't surprise me at all. 30 million cats and dogs are eaten a year around the planet. Really? Other cultures actually do eat dogs and cats. Yeah, 100%.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then sacrificing hundreds of millions of cats and dogs are sacrificed every year, along with geese, ducks, anything that's alive. That's a sacrificial thing. It's a religious thing. So people shouldn't be, this Democratic Party that's supposed to embrace everything and love everything, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. Well, guess what? There's religions out there that actually kill animals to sacrifice. Gary, you know that, being voodoo, New Orleans. Yeah, it's been happening in this country for a long time, by the way. It's not even a new thing. And then some of them actually eat the spirit out of the animal because they believe it makes them live longer. And in a country where we supposed to honor everybody and let everybody be whatever they want to be, including let your baby boy be a girl or your girl be a rabbit or whatever y'all want them to be. Ron says the Irish sacrifice Guinness. Appreciate everybody being here, guys. Welcome to our first spaces with Gary Cardone and Grant Cardone, talking, debating everything. We're going to predict, both of us, by the way, predict there will be no election. And before the night's over, we're going to debate 6 different topics of your choosing. And then you guys are going to tell us who we have to debate, what side we have to debate on. We don't get to depict what side of the wall, what side of the argument, what side of the debate. And trust me, I am going to smoke my brother in every debate. If I don't win all 6, I'll win 5 of the 6.
Is that because you have the you guys have the special little filter that you put on your face and it makes you look so good? Because you look good right now, dog. You've been resting.
Thank you, bro. I have been resting.
Smooth. I got to go get.
I did hit. Let me just tell you the thing I hit. I did. It gave me an option. We went to Columbia, got a bunch of stem cells, by the way. I didn't get them on my face, so I hit the touch up my appearance. Let me change it. Let's see if it looks any different now. Does that look
you
worse?
Do that. So let me max mine out. How does that?
I didn't max out. I went moderate, Gary. I hate to do too much.
Yeah. Well, I don't need too much.
Yeah, but I like that. But I took it off. I don't look as pink now. I think it's better now, guys. Let me know in the chat, guys. Does it look better now that I'm not so pink?
Let's see.
Because I was a little pink there.
Maybe that increased my IQ a little bit, but I increased the size of the camera. So
yeah, Jonathan says Grant talks a big game, but Gary has more Bitcoin. You don't know how much Bitcoin either one of us have, bro.
Yeah, but he knows I got more Bitcoin than you, unless you did something recently, like last night.
Yeah, I don't look as pink now. That's better.
What's that?
I don't look as pink.
Oh, you think that helped? Yeah.
No, I took it off. I got rid of it.
Yeah. Let's see. We have hey Ralph, dude, your observation skills are staggering, man. I mean, Grant, we look like twins.
Yeah, well, we are twins.
Oh, that must be it. Okay, got
Actually, we're triplets, but I can't even tell you guys what happened to the other guy.
Yeah, poor motherfucker. I haven't thought about him in a long time. His name was Frankie for everybody. Just everybody that knows, we buried him under a bed.
Yeah.
Hey, Grant, so what was the thing that you learned from your trip to the Middle East? Like you were going there, I'm sure, to look at the UAE to see if it was an option. Yeah,
I was there on a little business, and then we went to a place called Sharjah, which is north of Dubai. It's one of the 7 Emirates, and very religious there, very, very proper. And it was one of the original.
You weren't there long then, right?
And I was actually there 2 days. Stayed in a hotel built for a king that was later converted to 65 rooms. Was phenomenal. The best Japanese food I've ever had in my lifetime, except for Bogota. It was so good, Gary. The food was so good at this place. We went back the second night and ate in it. It's a completely empty restaurant. There was not another person there. It was me, Jared, and Ron Secco. They had a dish there. What was that dish? Lamb. It was the best piece of meat I've ever eaten in my life. Better than Wagyu. So anyway,
do you like Wagyu? I'm not a Wagyu guy.
Sometimes, yeah, when it's done right, I like it. The really thin.
Too rich for me, man.
Yeah, it is.
I like your old burnt steaks.
Yeah. So anyway, I spoke there. I met the king there, King Mohammed Al Khamenei, and his sister. I had to learn how to say this, so it was very intimidating. Sheikha Buddha Al Khamenei, and my teleprompter wasn't working, bro. So I was freaking tripping out.
Wow. You can't
it was
say
one of those speeches where I'm like, "Can somebody bring me some water, please?"
Yeah, you can't say like Prince X or Mr. G, Top Dog.
No.
They don't like that, huh?
No. So anyway, I did that. Did a bunch of press over there, and then we went to Dubai and spent 3 days in Dubai and did some business there. I met a guy there accidentally, actually, that had $300 million worth of projects in production, and they were all going bad. He ran into the 10X rule and used the 10X rule to get him and his dad out of the problem. Now they're the largest, first or second largest builders in Dubai.
Oh, wow.
But bro, family down there, no bullshit. There's no fighting in the parking lot. There's no arguing. There's no thievery. There's no crime. There's no graffiti. There's no threats of any of that. By the way, it's known if you screw up, you're going to be deported. End of story. You're never coming back there. The service is phenomenal. Best service I've ever had in my entire life, including Australia. I've been to Singapore. I've been to all the places where they said you can get great service. This was the best service I've ever had. No low-grade resentment or unspoken, unexpressed resentment. Or in here
I get
in
a lot of
America,
that when I'm in the Bahamas. I always get that feeling of I don't really want to serve you.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like they got a winning formula over there, bro. They'll kick this country's ass because they're gonna continue to expand and lead while we're over here funding bullshit wars. And the food, by the way, the food was great. I could eat all the food I wanted. I never felt stuffed. I never felt like I overate. 90% of their food is imported, so that's a big challenge for them. But Gary, there's a lot of opportunities over there.
Yeah. What?
Oh, bro, just name it. Like if you're going to go there and you want to bring game, if you're not just a transactional guy, I think all that's already happened. But if you want to go there and add value, I think I end up with a big deal over there. Both ways, both me investing over there and them investing back with me, because they don't want to come here and invest without a partner. They tried it already. It didn't work for them.
No, nobody's come here. There's not one country that's come here and done business on its own. Like outsiders don't do well here. And the truth is most Americans don't do well over there unless they are really just like what I did, which is I'm not coming back for 10 years. I'm part of the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Could you see living there 6 months?
I could see moving there.
What does the family think about it? Could they do it too?
They would come.
No, I mean, would they be cool about it? You know, so what time of the year would you live there? You'd live there in our winter, right? No,
I think you'd live there in their winter.
Right. Which is when?
I think
it's reverse.
Same as our winter. Same as ours.
Well, yeah. So the summer's the same. So like, when do I get away from the summer? I'm not going to go to Saudi in the summer, right?
Yeah, I don't think you don't want to be there. Even right now, it's really warm, you know?
Yeah.
I can look it up for you. Feel me to.
Since you came back, what's the real estate market looking like? I was talking about it today about an idea I have, but how's the real estate market doing right now?
Good. I mean, it's just doing its thing, you know.
The interest rate, change that help you on some of your portfolio, right? Was that substantial, or is there a big lag?
Yeah, there's a big lag.
Right.
Yeah, there's a big lag. So we need. He should have dropped a whole point, but 100 bips, but he's scared to scare the market.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
I think he goes another 150 before the end of the year.
Ooh, that's a lot, dude. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
it is.
Okay, Grant. We have 42 days. I think we have 36 days before an event. Major event has to happen in the next 36 days because we have 6 days left in September. We have 31 days in October. November the 5th is the election. You and I are sitting here predicting, hey, like if I was the Democrats, if I was the other party right now, there isn't anything I won't do to make sure there's not an election, because if there is an election and if it is not overly unfair, not overly stolen, Trump wins this race. And I don't think they can risk it now. I think this thing in Hollywood is going to destroy the Dems, man. Like, it's a big deal. This P. Diddy thing, I've been saying this for almost a year. When I saw it come out, I'm like, man, this thing, these people, you know what scumballs like? They're going to chew on their own, dude. They're going to rat out everybody. Will be endless. Wasn't Kamala the attorney general during that whole period in California? Okay, you're on mute, but it's hard for me to believe that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard for me to believe that she didn't get letters. You know, Diddy was under investigation from the FBI since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's 16 years, man. That's a lot of material. Like, have you ever been invited to some of those big celebrity things?
I was invited to a Diddy party, and I said, "Nah, pass."
Yeah.
This was probably 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah. See, my point is most people that are listening to this, 1,300 people, they're not getting that invite. So ask yourself, who did go? It's the top of the top.
Well, they're gonna get J-Lo. I hope they get her. You want to talk about Diddy right now?
Yeah, bro. I think the Diddy thing is a big thing, man. I think this is I think people are going to wake up. You start finding out people like Tom Hanks and Kevin Hart are involved in this shit, it is going to blow people's minds. These are our heroes of the 21st century.
Yeah.
If we discover, we all know Frank Sinatra was a party player, right? But this is well beyond playing with, these are 14, 12-year-old girls the age of our children, man.
Yeah.
Right? So much smoke around these people. It's just too much. What do you think about it?
Well, I think he'll die in jail here in a short period of time. You started by talking about something's going to happen here in 30 or 45 days. But what Diddy, I mean, this is what's wrong with this country, that we're going to spend any time and energy on this guy and feed him and take care of him for the next 40 years on taxpayer dollars. Dude, he should be exported from this country, never be allowed back in the country, unless he's just a government guy, which he probably is. But either way, he should be deported. Now that they've done this with him, they should deport him, send him to some other country that'll take him, let him become somebody else's problem, get rid of these.
You do agree people. He needs to go through the court system, though, right? I mean,
it seems like they got enough information to me. Like, just deport him, get him out of this country. And
yeah, but I think right now, Grant, he's an asset. They're going to squeeze him for everything he has. Like, I'm not sure he does die, because what if he's got images after images after images? What if he's got Hillary Clinton, dude? He's just going to say, "Hey, I die." The vault comes open. Yeah, this is really a problem, especially as widespread as it seems to be. We're starting to hear people, have motorcycle accidents and suicides and bank guys. We've had 3 senior guys from music industry retire all in one day, dude. Oops.
Wow, is that right? Who's that?
Well, I'd have to look it up, but I mean, the guy that I sold the house to at 1501 Doheny? Dude, he's up to this, right up to his eyeballs, bro.
Yeah.
His name's on all this shit.
Russell Simmons. Hey, is this better?
Yeah. It's whatever makes you comfortable, man.
No, I think some people are saying my mic's. No, let me ask you guys, is the mic better now?
I think it's not as good, actually. It's a little bit lower.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But I can hear you fine. As long as I can hear you, it's going to go through the system fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, see, here's Fibbo Swanee. I agree with Fibbo. I think Oprah Winfrey is in the middle of all this shit, dude.
Yeah, but she always gets away with it, bro. She was with Harvey. She was with Epstein.
Oh, Harvey, you interviewed him, didn't you? You see what his deal is?
Harvey Weinstein? No. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey.
His 22-year-old daughter was dating Diddy when he was 44 or 49.
Yeah.
Bro, how do you do that? Like, would you be a proud dad if Sabrina was hanging out with Diddy?
Nah, bro.
It's disgusting, man. It's really disgusting. It's disgusting what this country's come to. Sam, with those other 2, Maxie and Epstein, How do you think it ends, Grant?
I think he gets killed in prison. They'll kill him,
and
then there'll be a bunch of conspiracies about who killed him. But that's better than the mess, the train wreck he's going to leave. I don't think anybody gets away with that without being a government employee. I think he's been tolerated to do this for 16 years. Look how fast they jumped on Trump, dude. When the government wants to go after your ass, they can do it tonight. They don't have to go through this long process, 16 years, like you mentioned. And then people will be, okay, who did it? Another who done it, right? But now on the election thing, there's got to be an event. I mean, we're going to have a big surprise in October. There's always a big surprise. We've had so many surprises up to this point: 2 shootings, a debate that was rigged, Joe Biden getting stepped down, which I said I thought he was going to get thrown out back in June. And so I predicted a June withdrawal, but obviously they waited longer so that she doesn't have to be vetted. The fact that she can be there 60 days now and nobody can even ask her a question, it's embarrassing, bro. It's like we're living in a dictatorship right now. So me going to Dubai and living in a dictatorship is no different. At least I know I'm in a dictatorship.
Totally.
And I know the guy in charge is a good dude. Okay. Does he have 4 wives? Hey, it's none of my business. Fuck. You know, the president we have right now, we don't have the president. We don't know who our president's been for 3.5 years. And it's not her either, by the way. So it's embarrassing, dude. And then you got Mark Cuban pimping the Harris administration. Clearly he wants a job over there. He hit me a week ago.
What do you mean?
He said, "Hey man, where do you get your facts from? You'll just post anything?" I said, "Yeah, bro. Basically what I do, Mark, is I post stuff that is biased and prejudiced to my side. Very much like what you post." Okay. Yeah. It got immediately, dude. He was like, "Oh, we got to talk."
Yeah. This is the Anthony Scaramucci. I don't know why these guys are. I can't even imagine
because they're
what they did to Trump to be this weird. Because it's like, dude, like, why are you fighting this? You are literally fighting for the enemy. Everyone knows it. I don't even know how to support that audience.
They're butthurt. They're butthurt.
Yeah.
You know, and they think that they could get into the new administration. That's the other thing. These guys are simping and pimping.
That's right, dude. 4,000 new jobs in the Trump administration. Check this out, okay? There's going to be whoever wins, there will be at least 4,000 jobs. Like, let's say Trump gets in, there'll be 4,000 roles he's got to fill. Obama did 8,000. This is all their friends, dude. All their buddies. Hey, I gave you $500,000, dude. I want to roll. I want to be somebody told me the other night, I'm going to be an ambassador. This is this game. I'm like, dude, I just want the country to get back on its feet. I don't need a job. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Cuban, but I mean, those guys have political ambitions. Both those guys have political ambitions, and they can't do it on their own. So they're not willing, by the way, to go through the vetting process. They're not willing. Mark isn't willing to. His wife won't let him, and Scaramucci can't for reasons. And so they can't go through the vetting process. So they're going to play from the sideline like Monday morning quarterbacks. But I just posted on X tonight this whole video about Mark, because Mark's talking about, maybe we could talk about this, that Trump's tariff is a tax on the people. And I just posted this whole thing saying, dude, tariffs are not taxes, bro. Tariffs, a 200% tax on a toy from China will basically suggest to the Americans, let's say the product is $1 and now it's $3. If the Americans keep buying it, it wasn't a tax, it was a fucking choice. Okay, now the government gets that $2. The end user that paid $3 said, hey, there's still value even at $3. Maybe you need to tax it to 500% or 1,000% until people are like, no, I don't want it anymore. You build it in this country and make it affordable, and I'll buy it. And that's supply and demand curve at the crux of that X should be the right price. It should be the perfect price. If there's enough supply and demand to meet it, when it hits a perfect place, that's your price. And right now, clearly, if we're continuing to buy bullshit from China, which is mostly shit products, we can build those products right here in this country as cheap as we can. Even though we have all these minimum wages and regulations and et cetera, but somebody can figure out either how we build them cheaper here. Look at AI, dude. Look at all the advancements. But as long as we have the choice to buy from other countries, we will never come up with those solutions.
Well, we will have a choice. And if Donald Trump comes into office, we will bring every job back here. And every country is going to bring every job back to where that business is. We sold like, here we go. We have how many batteries, lithium batteries, and Motorola devices exploded in people's face? This is a national security issue now. This 100%. Is, hey, we're going to grow the shit here, build it here, and this is why I've been so adamant and gave the money to Trump through Bitcoin. Well, this country needs to innovate. We need to bring every fucking product. We need to be the most competitive force on the planet, selling everything to everybody.
That's right.
And we become the production arm instead of doing this. Hey, I'm going to suck off the tit of China and consume, and everyone gets fat. I was looking at some pictures in 1976. A guy posted something. He said, hey, you and your brother grew up in this area. Did people really look like this? Dude, it was a beach full of women and men, not one obese person.
Look like me.
Dude, probably a little bit better than you, more like me. But dude, they looked awesome. And people are like, and I'm looking around today at the beach. I'm like, what happened, man? So I think we're not working. We're lazy. We're not producing anything. AI is going to, because I reposted on your thing. I watch your stuff and sometimes I'll tweet. AI is going to level the playing field, bro. There isn't going to be a customer service job in 36 months. It's going to destroy call centers, customer service. I mean, we are so close to this working now. There's no reason to buy anything from China or South Korea. Right?
Well, there's no reason, Gary. There's no reason for us to make anything. That's the bigger problem. As long as you can get your crack, right? Whatever your drug of choice is.
Yeah, cereal,
whatever. And that's what's going on. We're buying this garbage because it's produced there cheaper. Why? Because people will work there for nothing. You know, I was in Dubai. They're importing help from Ethiopia, Pakistan. These people will work for $1,500 a month, and they're freaking happy about it.
Absolutely, dude.
Okay, I saw every hotel I went into. You know, I'm always paying attention to this stuff, but hotels, restaurants, no tips. There's nobody asking for a tip. First of all, there's a tremendous amount of service. Everybody's trained. Not one person in 6 days did I see doing this while they were sweeping something. They didn't have phones. They're not tweeting. They're not on Instagram. Bro, they're working. They don't want to be deported. They want to work. They're happy to work. We don't have that in this country. I did 2 projects. I had a project in Florida, in Golden Beach in Miami, a house project, exterior, all labor, big labor construction job. I had another one over in Malibu at the same time. Not one black person showed up for either job. Okay. All Hispanics on both jobs. Okay. I even had women on the jobs. Not one black person showed up on any job. I tell my black friends all the time, you guys don't work.
Yeah.
You don't want to work. Okay. Now, the second problem was, and you guys don't call me a racist because I'm saying that. I'm just a white guy pointing out I have 2 jobs, good paying jobs, and you didn't show up for them. And by the way, I told people on Instagram and Facebook I was doing those jobs. Nobody even bid the jobs.
Same thing here, buddy.
The second part of this is this. The people that did come to the projects and work the jobs, they came, brought their breakfast, did their job, and as soon as 3 o'clock hit, they all left. And most of them left a mess. Okay. The big missing point there is not one of them came and introduced himself to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Cardone, thank you for having me here. Thank you. If there's anything else you need done around here, man, please let me know. I'm your guy." Not one person. So this is crazy that we don't have this in this country. And the mind-boggling thing is people in other parts of the world think that we got our shit together. And the people here think they have their shit together, but they don't. And other countries are going to catch up, and they're going to make the commitment to catching up. And for all of you to say, "Hey, well, then go move over there." Guess what? I might.
You holding on to Malibu? Speaking of California, you know, when I bought that house in LA, that house was the same size as the one in Florida. The one in Florida took me 4 times longer. This is in 2005. Took me three times longer to redo the house. Identical house. The difference: 50 Mexican men sitting in my backyard doing doheny like a machine, man. And they were off to the next one and the next, and they were making good money, dude. They worked hard. No blacks, no white people. Like, wow. Here, we don't have the Mexican population here. Couldn't get anything to work, dude. I literally remember 701 Bayview. I literally had the police calling me up going, "You know, there's 2 Al-Qaeda people working on your property." They're literally driving by, checking out all the license plates and everything. They call me, "Hey, man, you got 2 guys that, you know, are bad guys working." Imagine what it would be like today, dude.
Did they blow the place up?
Well, this is the one that caught on fire, remember? But the point, that was not the point. The point was, if you have a population of people that want to do manual labor and make a good living, like our parents and the parents before them did, as they were immigrants, they came over and they produced, man. People teased us for a while, and then we integrated and assimilated into the culture of America. No one for the last 6, 7, 8, 10 years who's been allowing this immigration thing, especially in Europe, not one conversation on assimilation. How do you bring these people in and educate them? How do you get them to understand what our code is, what our rules, what our policies, our principles, our culture? And if you're going to come over here with your religion and slam it up our ass, and it's so different, this does not work, dude. This is literally people just saying, "Okay, I am creating something that's going to be so problematic in the future. There's only one thing for me to do: claim martial law." I think that's what this is all about. This is going to be a COVID on steroids, dude, because they couldn't do no one's going to trust them now. This now has to be an enforcement thing. It's too dangerous to walk out in the streets.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I can see that happening, dude.
Yeah.
And I think most people would listen too. Most people would. Do you think most people would just tuck in and sheep it up?
Yeah, I do. But I think slowly what's happening in this country right now, and the reason I brought up those 2 construction jobs, is because the immigrants that are coming into this country are going to take those jobs. They're going to steal jobs from Black and Hispanics. And 2 groups that are already suffering. If you look at the socio-economic charts, it goes like this. It goes Asians, it goes and a big drop, boom, about 30% drop on incomes and assets. The drop 30% down to, I think it's, is white next? I don't think white's next. I think it's Asian, another group, then white, Hispanic, and then Black. It's not even a white thing, Gary, as you know, okay? Because Asians are brought up to, first of all, not spend money, focuses on earning money and investing it. They buy income producing assets in this country. They control motels, 7-Elevens, gas stations. These are bread and butter free, not sexy. They're not doing AI shit, fucking coding. Now the other ones are, they're brain surgeons, they're in medicine, but they learn in order to produce income. And they also do one other thing. They live together. They live together as a family and reduce
That's right.
their expenses. All their money goes into investing, though. So that's the Indian Asian. Okay, then it's Indian Asian, then it's pure Asian. I guess I don't know these terms exactly. And then the white people that live in this country are like right above the middle class, just the upper bare level of the middle class. There's basically 5 wealth levels in this country, and only one of them really works. The top 2 really work. The last 3, middle class down to lower middle class down to poverty, all 3 of these are failing lines. They're literally getting smaller and smaller every year. The upper class are getting bigger. The lower class is getting bigger, and the middle class is getting smaller. And so those jobs that you were talking about earlier, that blacks and Hispanics in the lower 3 quadrants, predict the restaurant jobs, the mall jobs, look what happened to the bank teller. The bank teller is gone. There's not going to be a bank teller ever again. There won't be a McDonald's teller. There won't be a Starbucks check-in person. Those are all going to be bots in the future. As soon as they can get rid of you, they will. That's why the unions, that's why Trump was trying to say, hey guys, when you keep pushing for $40 an hour, then $45 an hour, and $50 an hour, and Biden says, yeah, let's do it. All you're going to do is export all these jobs. They're going to get rid of these jobs. You're going to get your $40 an hour for another couple of years, and then you're going to get a gun put to the side of your head, and you're not going to even exist in the American marketplace. And that's why I like what you said, Gary, about everything should be done right here. End of story. We've already become a great consumer nation. Nobody's done that at our level before, which is very difficult to do. But now we have to get back to being a manufacturer again.
Yeah. Produce, create, come up with new ideas.
We should. I sent both administrations a letter about how I wanted to help. I've only heard from one side.
Yeah,
but
well, of course.
My goal was, hey, I want to help. I don't want to create financial literacy in this country. We need a wealth education platform in this country that provides with it hope that every American is mandated to understand how to get money, how to keep it, and properly how to invest it. And that would include this Bitcoin conversation that nobody knows anything about. It would include how MasterCard and Visa have made more slaves in a free country. MasterCard. I don't know why the black community hadn't stopped the MasterCard. Like, they shouldn't even be able to call it MasterCard. Guys, you can't see that one coming.
Hey, Grant, the amount of people that think I have a hard on for Visa and MasterCard because of that old business, I don't have a hard on. I actually left that old business because I'm like, oh my God, these people are criminals. This industry can't possibly continue. They are sucking the life out of the poorest people in the world.
100%.
And I ain't got a hard on it. It's the most draconian duopoly. Public companies pretending to be public, but in fact are government entities. No one calls an entire country up and says, you can no longer process credit cards. Okay, that is not a public company. And their stock went up, dude. We have missiles that go off in Israel and the stock market goes up 2%, dude. What the fuck is wrong with this world, right? Like we're at all-time highs in the S&P. We're at all-time highs on gold. We're at, no, maybe not, yeah, all-time high. We're at $32, $33 silver. Crude oil is at 72. Copper's on the floor. Nat gas is at 250, doing nothing. There's no demand anywhere, dude. I think demand, I don't know if you remember this guy that wrote the book. Daniel Yergin wrote a book called Peak Oil. This guy became extremely famous. Extremely. He interviewed and gave analytical presentations to every Saudi minister on the planet, King, Conoco, ExxonMobil. His deal was peak oil. We've run out of cheap peak oil. I think we have absolutely hit peak consumption. That a guy like you, the very top of the food chain, I don't need anything, man. There's nothing. I can't buy anything else that's new, that's different. How many planes can you own? How many villas? How many girlfriends? Even if you are in Saudi, I can barely handle one wife, much less three. I think we're at peak demand, peak consumption. You look at the Rolex watch market, the luxury watch. You love watches. It's rolling over, right? Right? 30, 20,
Yeah,
30% off the top.
Yeah, it's all rolled over, dude.
Airplanes,
new cars,
charter,
used cars,
new planes, used planes. They're fucking
credit card debt. Credit card debt's the highest level in the history of credit card debt. At the highest interest rates in the history of plastic. If anybody here lent money out the way they did, you'd be thrown in jail.
Absolutely, okay? Yeah.
A
like
credit
if you
card,
started charging people 23%, you would have RICO, organized crime, charges against you.
100%. And how is MasterCard, Visa, American Express not JP Morgan card, all of it?
You know, what's really bad is MasterCard makes 38% gross operating margin. No, 41. And Visa makes 51. They own 72% of the plastic credit card market. The only area that there's a chargeback in the world, you know, the chargeback business is only under MasterCard and Visa. There is no other 700 million fraudulent claims every year. That happens in no other jurisdiction unless MasterCard and Visa are there. It's literally teaching people, buy something. You don't really have to pay for it if you don't want to, right? If you can constantly return things, you are no longer being responsible for your purchases. And this is why I am very, very positive on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin and blockchain will allow the fractionization ownership of assets that, and this is going to be great for you because you're going to open up a new class of buyer or investor. Remember I said, hey, I think we're at peak demand. Well, what if you're at peak demand consumption of shit, but all of a sudden, because of digitization, the consumer user who's never been able to be an investor and ever get ahead of inflation, what if he's able to buy fractions? You've just opened up the population of buyers, man, by like 10x. It's factors, right? If someone can do $100 into a real estate position instead of 10,000, without all the accreditation regulation. I watched something with Elon last night, and he said, like, there's so much regulation, he can build a rocket faster than they can get the regulation pushed through the administration. The big rocket, man. Dude. The big rocket. Yeah. Okay, the big one. I mean, he's like, when did that happen? Now check this out, dude. When did it happen that one single human being, I see all these people online watching, one single human being has completely transformed the way NASA does all its business? It shows you how incompetent the government is, right? There's no competency. There's no metrics. There's no anything. And no one ever does a review. Like, how can you run a business if you don't do a review?
Yeah, crazy, dude. What happens, you know? That's the question. What happens next? When do the people get so intolerant that they stand up and say enough is enough?
Let me ask you a question, Gary. We're going to have a major incident in the next 36 days, dude.
Yeah.
I think that has to happen, because if it was you and I that was putting on this scheme, we'd be in a room. Hey, what do we need to do? We would. Mm-hmm. Like, if you created all this after 10 years, you're going to say, shit, man, I can't let all this come out. I can't let Donald Trump tell people who killed JFK, Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy, and these attempts. Like, who was doing this? You know, this last guy they call on the golf course, 10 cell phones. Dude, who has 10 cell phones, man? Huh?
I do.
Do you really? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Only guy's got 10 cell phones.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Gary.
Yeah.
Do you like this? You like this StreamYard better than being on X? just straight on X?
I don't like the video part of it because I can't move around. That's so I don't.
Well, you could if you were on your phone.
Yeah, I could, but I don't think the audience would enjoy me, doing this the whole time and smoking a cigarette and it's not showing anything. And see, the cool thing here is if I want to go grab a Coke while you're talking, I can do this. Okay, nobody knows. It doesn't disturb anything. And then when I do that, know that you've got some, gaps to fill. But
how do I do it to you? How do I do it to you?
You just hit solo layout. The 3 buttons on the right top of my name. Oh. You see my little window? Hit the little 3 buttons and you can go
I don't
solo.
See those 3 buttons. I don't see those 3 buttons.
Well, maybe it's because I'm the only one that can control it. That's right. I'm the only one that can control it. But you can do stuff like anyway. It's just the cool thing is. Huh?
Yeah. But from a listener standpoint, like, do you see more people come into the room when you do this?
Well, there's 2,400 people. There's some people.
Why don't you let some more people in? Because we can't. The one thing I like about the X is I like hearing people's questions. Or if you guys have a question, maybe throw it in the chat.
Yeah, that's right. That's really what we would like. And I agree with you. Not enough people can come up to the stage. But what I can do is I can flip this out. The problem is I'll put this out on Twitter and say, hey, come join, come get on video with this particular link. And it just takes somebody that's willing to turn the video on. Mm-hmm. Who you want to join? You want Mark Cuban?
I had a guy. Okay. I put my house on the market. This guy calls me and says, hey man, would you trade for, crypto? I said, yeah, dude, if I understand the crypto. So he's the solid owner of some altcoin that he created. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm not doing that. Convert it to cash or convert it to BTC. I'm not going to figure out your deal. I'm going public. I'm going to be going public. Like, I don't really know how to wrap my head around that, Gary. Am I supposed to just trust everybody's coin?
No. Do you
stay with me?
Do you remember the crypto? Sorry, I was trying to get that post out. Do you know the crypto? Or you just don't want to say it?
Well, let me find out right now.
But this is the thing. Like if you tell me what, like in my opinion, if you could sell it and somebody's long a shitload of Solana or Mickey Dicky and you can liquidate it, as long as you can liquidate it, what do you care?
Yeah, well, why don't he just liquidate it?
He might not want to have the transfer price.
He doesn't want to, and he doesn't want to blow up his market either.
Well, you're not going to blow.
It's a new thing. It's not going to have any.
Yeah, I don't. Right. Yeah, but I think you can deal with that. I wouldn't worry about that part. That's his problem. He knows if he's going to give you something that's really, really illiquid, that you're not going to take that risk. But let me know what the coin is.
I will.
Dude, this is Malibu or the Florida property?
The Miami property.
Yeah.
No, you asked me earlier. Did you want to answer that? Am I keeping Malibu?
Yeah.
We just stayed there for 3 weeks. It's so nice out there, man.
Yeah.
And then Ringo Starr rented it from me for a month, so he wants it every year.
What do you rent that for, man?
$250 is a steal.
Yeah.
$250. I can keep it rented a bunch. And he was a great guest, by the way. No problems. Like, took care of it. It was probably cleaner when I got back to it than I leave it.
Yeah. Well, that's the right way to do it.
Said, he's like, hey, I had this one little problem. I said, let it be, brother. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom.
Let it be.
Buy exchange traded funds. So you don't need the hassle of Bitcoin. So Gary, let's say I want to go buy
an opinion.
Yeah, let's say I want to go buy $1 million worth of Bitcoin.
Yep.
I want to wait for it to hit. Let's say I want to wait for it to hit 55,000.
Yep.
And the day it hits there, I'm like, how do I have it set up to where that moment I can purchase it? Or do I just need to be watching?
No, dude. That's not the way I buy it. Exactly what you just said. I go into an exchange. If I can find a buddy of mine that's got, well, I wouldn't work with a buddy the way you're trying to do it. You go into Binance, Coinbase, whatever. You say, I want to buy X volume of XYZ Bitcoin. And I'm going to leave this order open until it's filled. And it's 55,001. And whatever your number is. And I literally, that's what I do, man. I literally stick a number in there, like I'm selling some silver right now, and I'll stick the number in and go, hey, pick me up at 57 or 58, 59. I actually don't think I'm going to see that again, but I'm hoping for one event that will drive it into the 50s, and I think we're done. I think this will be the last time we get hit. I've got filled at 55,800 last time. I mean, it's just an effortless way. If you look at the top 74-ish, I just look at it and go, anytime I see the all-time high and I'm at a level where I'm 20-ish% off the all-time high, I'm going to buy Bitcoin. I think it's a fair price, fair and reasonable price. Call it 70,000. You have a 20% discount. That's 14. That's 56 G's, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's under the mean value. It's
but
cost
it should go
74 grand to mine this shit right now, dude. 74 grand to mine it.
Oh, really? Why does it cost so much to mine it?
You have the amount they're producing today has dropped by half, the halving. All the equipment and operating costs to keep the facilities going has gone up. It's been, you know, there's a run on all the equipment. There's a run on people. And it's a very capital intensive game, man. You have people you have companies like, I think, Iron that's producing Bitcoin or can produce around 42. And then you got guys at 70. So this is a typical commodity farmer who, if all their inputs, you won't remember this, but there was this whole theory in energy about being asset long or asset light. And Steve and Chuck, the guys in the US, were like, we have to be asset long. And while I was just trading an extreme, talk about long. I'm not sure that's going to help our ratings here. I think maybe YouTube will get a little upset. Yeah.
YouTube? I didn't know you were on YouTube.
This is going to Rumble, YouTube, LinkedIn. But love the material, bro, Ham. You know, I've got one or two of those.
I know you do. So go ahead, Gary. You were right in a stream of thought.
Yeah, and then you changed the flow on me. So that's what I would do, dude. I'd put, okay, I want to buy 5 Bitcoin at 57 grand. Just leave it there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the company is called Unicoin. A publicly reporting company cements its status as a trailblazing crypto leader today, announcing successful execution of 2 significant deals for the acquisition of beneficial ownership interests in companies holding prime land holdings in the Bahamas. Valued at $500 million, this deal surpasses the previous you ever heard of them? Unicoins?
Spell it for me.
Unicoin.
Yeah.
Unicoin.
I'm not. Have I heard of this? Unicorn tether. It's not unicorn. Yeah. It's Unicoin.
Yeah, it's Unicoin. Inc.
There it is. Is it with a K or a C?
With a C.
See, there's a. Well,
they got their Form AK.
Yeah, I don't know, Grant. I'll look into it if you hit me. And anybody that knows what Grant's talking about, I have never heard of it, Grant. I would. I mean, look, if the guy's giving you a number, ask him for proof of funds and do some research. I know so many people here. Even if it's liquid, we'll find somebody that can sell it. If you want to get
his name is Armando Rubio.
Yeah. You don't know. But any of you guys that are listening that are my buddies, if you can help my brother, Joe, I see a few, well-connected people in the room. Hey, I'm going to drop Diane down and Reed.
See her up here.
Reed wants to come up. Have you met Reed? Let's have Reed come in for a minute or two, and then we'll bounce. Hey, Reed, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? Good to see you guys. How you doing today?
I don't know if you've ever met my bro Ham.
Well, he's on the schedule to come on the live stream, Gary. I think we're going to be talking sometime in a week or two, so I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Nice. It'll be interesting to see what you ask him.
Oh, man, the name of the episode's pretty interesting. It's called Financial Literacy and Masculinity. We'll see how Grant handles the masculinity question. I'm excited to get into it with him.
I'm not sure you better have your masculine Velcro, your masculine Kevlar on, man, because he's pretty masculine.
I know he's going to be coming out swinging. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'll tell you how I'm going to answer the question right now.
Go ahead, give it up.
Real men don't have to answer those questions.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's awesome, man.
Only a simp bitch would defend his masculinity.
Do we have too many simps in the billionaire class, Grant? I mean, I don't want to give away the whole episode, but I feel like Mark Cuban might be a billionaire simp. I think we got too many of them. Did I say that? Mark's not watching.
There's another Mark.
Is Mark watching?
I don't think Cuban's a simp. I don't think Mark's that guy, but I think he is trying to get a position in the administration. For a while, I thought he was a troll, dude. I thought he was just trolling the internet for attention. Because even if you're worth $5 billion, you still want attention and you still want to be relevant. You don't go on Shark Tank for 13 years because you don't like cameras and fame. You want it. And $5 billion doesn't buy you fame and attention. It's just money. You can't really buy that kind of attention, constant being on a show, walking out into society. People know you're relevant all the time. So he's not going to do it next year. So that's coming to an end. He sold the Mavs, so he doesn't have that. And he wants to stay relevant. So I thought he was trolling. And then,
what happened to you guys?
And then, sorry, it was that weapon.
YouTube's gonna love that scene, Gary. You're definitely gonna get a warning for that.
Oh, you think he's gonna get a warning?
Oh man, you never know with YouTube. They kicked off one of my best friends who had one of the biggest gun show channels on YouTube. They haven't been super friendly to 2A recently. But you know what, Grant? You said something that I'm really interested in. And again, I have a whole show planned.
Let me just finish my thought on it because then I just thought he was trolling for attention. And then I'm like, oh, I don't think he's actually trolling for attention. I think he's trying to get a job with the administration. And I don't think he wants to go get vetted. He's had political ambitions. And then, Gary, you might not want to do that. I didn't know this was on YouTube. YouTube, I've already had a problem with YouTube, bro. Like
I have too.
So I think he's got political ambitions and he doesn't have the courage to come in the front door. So he's going to try to get in the back door inserted, get a title. Hey, not a bad job, not a bad deal. I'd love to be an ambassador. I would love at some point to become an ambassador, sell all my stuff, not pay any taxes on it. I mean, it's the fucking greatest gig in the world, dude.
An ambassador to the UAE. You get to hang out.
I'm just going to put my, what is this called? Yeah, it's paper.
Home security system. Yeah, it's a typewriter. It's definitely a prop. And it's a prop for YouTube moderators that can't tell. That's obviously a movie prop. But you know what's interesting about this, Grant, and you brought it up, is his old interviews don't sound like Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's on X talking every day about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and how people need to be promoted on their gender and their skin color and what demographic they were born into. But, you know, merit has gone out the window. I mean, Wei Wu has been dragging Mark Cuban about DEI for the past couple months. He's the biggest champion of DEI. But if you go watch the old interviews of Mark Cuban would be making fun of 2024 Mark Cuban.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And you know what's crazy is another paperweight, by the way.
Of course.
Paperweight.
Of course.
Mark, you know, once ABC got a hold of him,
who's got more paperweights, you or me?
Oh, you definitely have more paperweights than I have. I mean, at some point, I mean,
I can supply an entire neighborhood, my friend.
That's what we need. You're the town paperweight. You know, protection service. Yeah.
Who's got the most? Who's got the most?
Yeah. Hang tight. You're gonna get me banned here. But Red, like,
who's got the most military grade Humvees?
But, you know, out of the three of us, though, who has the most Bitcoin? You know, who has the most Bitcoin out of the three of us? You know,
I don't know how much Bitcoin do you have.
I mean, I can put mine on camera right now. Look at that. I mean, that's a whole Bitcoin, Grant.
Yeah.
Can you put a Bitcoin on camera right now?
I can't do that. Okay, I can't.
I have a bigger Bitcoin than you do.
Oh, I like Gary wins. Gary wins. It's over. Give Gary an air horn. He wins.
Yeah, I could show you some real estate though. You know.
No, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Gave him the air horn.
I could go old fashioned with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
man, this is crazy. Hold on. I got something. I don't know if it's worth more than that, but I've got something in the drawer. What do we have? I don't have, like, you guys are like, I can't have a billionaire battle with these guys, you know? Got a couple of these laying around. You know, I don't know if that's worth anything to you. You know, you probably don't care about this kind of nerdy stuff. You know, this stuff ain't.
No.
I mean, it's probably not worth much to you.
Now I'm starting to wonder about your masculinity, actually.
Yeah, it is. I knew it was coming. At least I didn't pull out the Pokemon card or the video game, right? You know, that could have gone into Logan Paul walking out with a Pokemon card necklace, you know?
Right.
It was worth $1 million. You got to give him credit. It was worth 1.2 million, right?
Yeah, for what? 5 minutes?
For some cardboard.
Yeah. For how long though?
I think it's still up there. I haven't checked the price in a while, but it's probably still over $1 million for what he had. Probably not 1.2 anymore.
Yeah. Where do you live?
So I'm like neighbors with Joe Biden's beach house, essentially. You know, Grant. Like I'm down here monitoring what's happening in you know the belly of the beast. We're a one-party state. It's great for business. I won't lie. You know, it was a great state for business before they messed with Elon. But you know, that kind of took my talking point away when they decided Elon couldn't get his check. You know, so
yeah.
Look, we're gonna have costumes on here. They're gonna be making fun of us. What's the chat saying? I can't even see it. The chat's probably burning us right now. What's up, chat?
I'll tell you what. You know.
Hey, how big is your stack? I fit one.
Dude, this is
you got a little more than I got. You got a little more than I got to tell you. There's nothing to me more interesting than the cash, though.
You like the cash?
I do too, dude.
Bro, there's something about fucking 28 pounds of $100 bills. You know,
dude, I grew up in the trailer park area. The first time I got that stat.
What everybody,
all right. Was that a gift? Okay. That was a gift from your trip, wasn't it?
It was a gift. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right, Grant. I grew up in a trailer park. The first time I started a business, It was the craziest thing to me. And I did work for somebody and I didn't have a boss. I did a job. I booked a job online. I did it. And afterwards, the lady paid me in cash. And when she handed me that stack, it wasn't even much. It was like $3,000. I did a corporate event. She paid me $3,000 in cash. And that was put in my hand. I was like addicted to entrepreneurship forever. I could never go back.
Exactly. Listen to what Jonathan's saying. This show
would trigger so many people. Yeah. We're getting banned, guys. I'm already banned. I'm divisive content. I'm already banned. So, this one is definitely getting us, we're going to get in timeout. Somebody's going to yell at us. One of the woke platforms.
Do you think I'm prepared for what's going to happen in the next 26 days? I mean,
you're ready.
Do I have enough gear?
I need some gear.
I think you do. The issue is always whether you can get to it or not. I think what they're doing in America, I think the agenda in America is because we have so many guns. Paperweight.
That's a little toy gun. I'm so glad
they're all toy guns.
They're
all toy guns. This is just the proof. Look, it's even got YouTube. See, Empire Toys. This is like a really ancient toy gun, Toys, obviously.
Love it. Love it.
We're definitely getting banned today. It's all right.
No. There's no reason to get banned.
We're allowed on X and we're allowed on Rumble. You know why? Because they care about free speech. So I care about them. Those are the platforms that we care about.
Now, people were teasing me about how much silver I had.
That was a great video, though. I love that video.
Yes, totally, dude. And it just shows you, someone said, why would you do that? You're such a pompous ass. And I'm like, I'm actually showing people how hard it is to move this stuff, dude. This is like forever. I still don't have my money, dude. It's 2 weeks ago. I think they're through testing it, but it was granted, it's 23,700 ounces, 1,500 pounds of silver that I had acquired over a long period of time. And I just kept stacking it up. Then somebody stole it from me. And then they sent me, I said, yeah, you're stealing my fucking silver, dude. You're giving it all back. But they gave it back in ounces. They didn't give me back the exact stuff. I probably got ripped off for 10 or 15%. But I still like this stuff, man. I probably had a bit too much volume.
So how did somebody rip it off? You mean whoever was storing it?
You need to think about the most interesting story in my lifetime, and then that'll all make sense.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So where are we headed here with this conversation?
Well, it's your job, bro, not mine. That's the beautiful part about being a guest. I could just walk out on you right now.
Ooh. Hey, you want to tell everybody what you used to do to me on Twitter when I first came in and I didn't know anything about it a year ago?
How do you feel about Unchained?
Well, you really probably don't want to ask me all these questions when there's 1,500, 3,000. I know all these people. So let's have a chat offline.
Okay. But why can't we have it online and just?
Well, I think they're really nice people, man.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
No, I mean, yeah, just asking. I mean,
yeah, no, listen, the industry's full of nice people. I just don't know what you want to know. I personally think the lending protocol on every one of these companies, it has to loosen up. It's too tight.
But I'm never going to borrow money from them.
Yeah. Well, I would pretty much bet that you will reverse that decision. You may not borrow from them, but you're going to leverage your Bitcoin one day. It's not too far in the distance either, dude. They just allowed.
I mean, I don't have enough, dude. I don't have enough to leverage. I'm not like the guy with the shades on. He's sitting on $50-60 million of it.
Yeah. Well, you'll get there though.
You make my yearly net worth in a minute, probably, Grant. You probably make my entire net worth in a minute.
Yeah, but you don't have to keep being able to say that. You can change that anytime you want. Everybody can change that. Grant, what do you on that point, Grant? And Reed, I might bounce you down here because I think a really good conversation would be you and I share beyond looks. We share this view on building businesses. And I think you and I, most of the businesses that we built them in recessions. And I think we're getting ready to smash into a big recession here. All the key indicators would suggest that. Why do you like building a business when it's all fucked up and chaotic? If that's accurate.
Well, let me just say that, you know, when the government says you're in a recession, you've already been in one. So
probably a year and a half. Yep. Agreed.
Exactly. 100%. If it wasn't for the job numbers, they would have already admitted to a recession 3 quarters ago. And because that's the only thing, they actually changed the definition of recession about a year ago, maybe a year and a quarter ago, when they started defining it to include job numbers. And the job numbers have been fraudulent for at least 25 years, and they're getting worse every year. 40% of the jobs today in this country are government added jobs. 40%.
Wow.
And that's not like me going out and hiring somebody. When I go out, for the audience, when I go out and hire Aiden and Divisive, and I give you a job, the tax revenues actually are benefited by that. The taxpayer benefited because I'm paying for your salary. When Kamala Harris hires 84,000 IRS agents, we pay for those jobs.
Right.
So government jobs are completely different than, you know, private jobs. And number two is we have the highest second job employment since the Great Depression. Meaning there's more people working a second job today to pay bills than for almost 100 years. And so the job numbers, and in addition to that, we have 10,000 people leaving the job force every day. So I think we've already been in a recession. I've bought in the last 8 months, $700 million worth of real estate with cash. You know, we'll finish off this year with $1 billion worth of purchases, all cash, paid for, no banks, no debt, no middleman, institutional quality shit, like as good a real estate as you can possibly buy. And I don't know if there's a way to show that. Oh, there is slides, huh? Yeah. I mean, great real estate, Gary. Let me just show you this deal I just bought. Let's see if I can show it actually. And my point is, Gary, I think I stole this stuff.
What do you?
And unfortunately,
yeah. What are you buying these things for? Like the deal.
Let me show you this. I'm gonna show you this.
Cap rate and occupancy.
Right,
and you're basically like, could you deploy $1 billion in cash?
I did.
No, but could you in this next order move?
Yeah, I could do another $1 billion right now.
How many properties?
This is probably
2 or 3.
$1 billion? No, $1 billion's going to be $1 billion's going to be 8. Here, let me show this. See if I can show this.
$150 million properties each.
See that kind of shit right there.
Yeah, but I
just bought these.
Wait, I have total control over you. I have to add this.
Oh, you have. You can't see this, huh?
Yeah, no, I can see it now. The whole audience can see it. Can you see it?
Well, no, I'm looking at that.
Oh, yeah.
I see. Yeah. Anyway, so I bought that.
The Edge luxury apartments.
Yeah, in Fort Lauderdale, Gary. That's on Biscayne. Biscayne is the main road in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And then the next door to it, we bought a property 60 days ago, closed on that. So I have 700 units at Main and Main. And I probably have, in that market within 2 miles, I have probably 2,000 units in Fort Lauderdale. All of them look like this: A quality, institutional grade, bought from institutions. By the way, that's very, very important to be buying from institutions. And
why?
We pay.
Tell people why you say that.
Well, because if I buy something from J.P. Morgan or Goldman Sachs, or in this case, Nuveen's a $80 billion. They have $84 billion worth of holdings. They sold me $400 million. It's not even they're just balancing their books, selling me some stuff that they have equity in to fix their other bullshit.
It's a piece of fat.
Yeah. They didn't want to sell this stuff. Okay. I bought it for what they paid for it 8 years ago. So you're asking me what the deal was? I paid 8 year ago prices. That edge that I showed you is probably should have sold for $550 a door. I paid $350. It's 300. It's 60 to 70 million below what it should have sold for. So as soon as this market goes back to 2%, a 2 or 3% interest rate, 4%, even a 4% interest rate, that deal right there that I paid 100 and what did I pay for that? 117 or whatever the number was. I could pick up 40 or 50 million. I could pick up 40% on my money, but I won't. That's not what I'll do. What I'll do is I'll go put debt on it. Yeah, I paid $117 million. What I'll do is I'll go put debt on it. It's paying me 5.5% before we put our name on it. And I know the institution is not managing it correctly. So we think it's going to do 7%. Because I bought the neighbor next door, I also have economies of scale. So my advertising cost goes down, which is, it's hard to get people to see a property. So the more that goes down, and then I can trade people between the buildings, right? Because I'm managing both of them now. Yeah. And I have 5 other deals in the same neighborhood. We have $1.5 billion in the neighborhood. So we know the neighborhood. But the beautiful thing, and this deal is still open for money, by the way, if anybody wants to invest in it. I'll give you a phone number to text me if you're accredited and you want to put some money to work. The best part of this deal, I think it pays 7% in the first 3 to 4 years. I think in 18 months or less, as soon as the interest rates go to 4%, I'm going to put financing on the deal and return 75% of the 117 million back to our investors. And we'll own a $180 million deal for $30 million.
Yeah. Scott's asking, what is the minimum investment, Grant? And then I'm going to go on the property. I want to show you a property deal I'm doing.
The minimum is for accredited is $100 grand.
100 grand for accredited and what, 1,000 for unaccredited?
5,000 for non-accredited.
Yeah.
There may not be any room left for the non-accredited.
Yeah.
But we raised, I think, all but like $4 million in under 2 weeks for that.
Right. What's the average investment?
The deals.
What's the average investment?
About 500.
500 grand is average.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're getting today.
Yeah. Take a look at what I'm investing in. This
amazing,
is, yeah, this is not a bad apartment deal. The cool thing about this apartment deal, it just sits there. There's no windows to break, no insurance, no
toilets, no termites, no tenants, no evictions.
There's no,
I'm jealous,
not even
dude.
an asshole that does the title that I have to deal with. This thing is just, whoo. We're getting ready to find out, bro. We got 6 months is going to show up. Bitcoin will have its day in the next 6 months, bro. This is going to be epic. Epic. You are literally, I've never seen anything like this where this disruption is taking place so fast now. Like it's really,
you got into it.
Well, my timing is very good. But I'll tell you something, bro. The people that are here, they are monsters. I mean, like Cantor Fitzgerald's here. And I mean, I saw Citi in Nashville. I mean, these companies now are ginormous. And they're talking about, I was in Wyoming at some kind of round table that SALT put on. And they're the heads of these banks, Joe, the heads of these banks, they're talking about we're building for 8 years out. This is no long. I spent 3 days there, did not hear price once. Like the head of digital for XYZ major bank, hey, we're thinking 8 to 12 years out. Dude, that is a very different level of maturity than I've ever heard in this space. And they have money goes on forever.
Yeah. No, I'm jealous of the Bitcoin thing, dude. I wish I owned a bunch of it. Maybe one day I will. I was thinking, Gary, that it would break again and go back to 21,000. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it repeat its 70% retracement? It has done for the last 12 years.
NVIDIA is a $3 trillion business, 25 years old. You're saying that Bitcoin could get cut down by 60% down to 21 grand. 21 grand would be $500 billion industry. I don't think so, dude.
What I'm saying, Gary, is that it always has in its history retraced with a 70% fall from its height.
All-time high.
So that would put it.
But it's already done that, bro. It's already done it. It doesn't keep doing it. It doesn't keep.
No, but when did it do that? When did it hit 70 and go to 21?
Let me pull the screen back up and it'll be.
Yeah, I don't know how, because I don't have charts. I don't know how to read the charts, and I don't know when the.
Well, let's just go look at it. You don't have to know how to read it, but let's just go get a sense of what happened. You're wanting to go back what time period?
Well, go back to the last time it hit 70. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right here. Okay. You see this? This is 2021, November, hit 69, blew off. Okay. We go retest.
Where'd it go down to? Where'd it go down to?
This is a 16.4. And
okay. So it went below the 70% mark.
Yeah. But my point is,
I didn't know that.
It's already done it.
That's what I didn't know that. That's what I just said.
So now,
see
this,
right?
Yeah, this base right here. You see this base forming?
Yeah,
it's forming off of this. We've now had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 7th test. At these 60, there's nothing above this, bro.
Yeah, I got it. No, I didn't know
Bitcoin's never been there before, right? It's kind of weird. Except actually, it has been there. Let's go back to, 2017, dude, this is $588. This thing went.
Yeah. So Gary, let me go back. Show me this.
Right. Okay. This thing went from 588.
Right there. Yeah. That's what I want to see.
I want to see 1 year to 19 grand from 550 to 20, 40X. Then it came down to 3 grand from.
Okay.
20 that's a 70% with withdrawal, right?
Right. Then it goes back to
13, which is
doesn't quite make it.
2/3 of the all-time high, never makes it there, comes back down to 37.85 off of this 20. So it's about 76%, right?
Yeah, this is for what? A year and a half it sits there? Yeah.
This date right here is 2000, where my cursor is 2017. At 500, it started in August of 16. This is when I started buying right here. I didn't get this price, but I was buying in the 16s, didn't do much. Then I bought more here, right in here, eight, somewhere around 8 grand right here. But you see this move, dude? I mean, you would have sat there, and I'm not making this about you, but many people would have sat there and said, I'm going to wait for 34. It's going to retrace. Then it goes to 12. Then it just comes down a little bit here. Nobody's buying this, dude. There wasn't any volume there, bro. You're not going to buy that fucking spike down. You're going to be terrified, right? It's just not the way you and I are investing in this for a longer term. So at this very down green wick here, if you can see that, I don't know how well you can see it on the screen, but you see this candle had just wicked down real hard. Dude, we haven't seen those numbers. 39.74. The lowest number we've seen since that day, 16.6.
Yeah.
So my position is, and I'm not seeing your face, so I don't see any of your visual communication responses. My case is this is now a base, and we have to move up this base. I think we'll come back here in 2 years. 75, 80, something like that. We'll come and test these levels. Question is, do you want to wait 2 years to do it? Now, what does this mean? If I'm right, and this let's call it
Here, what's that trough at? That trough between the two peaks here. What is that trough? No, go. Yeah, you don't have to go that big. There you go. That trough right there
Here?
where you are. Just yeah. What number is
November 22.
17?
November of 22. 2022.
Yeah, what's the number? What's the price?
Oh, that number, 16 grand. Dude.
Okay, thank you.
You'll never see 16 grand again, dude.
Yeah.
16 grand. Look, the way I like to think about this is in market cap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because inflation, man. Okay? If you think real estate's going up because like your position's getting bigger and bigger, right? Your deal is you want to get so big, BlackRock has to pay you a premium to get out. They can't buy monster volumes like that without the premium, right? That's your play. Well, today, Bitcoin's at a price where players like Citi are going, I can come in now. This is a big enough lake for me, or ocean.
Right.
Before, Citi would be like, hey, I can go for a swim, dude, but I'm going to drown because there's not enough depth for me. I'm going to break my neck, right? I can't get out. And I don't think people are worried about getting out. Like you asked me a question the other day, you could buy $150 million worth of Bitcoin in 5 or 6 hours here and never move the market, bro.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you that. How much volume was today?
Let me see here. If anybody's looking at that number, so I don't have to look it up, but let me see if I can find that easily.
The live today is 24-hour trading volume of circulating supply 19 billion.
That's the amount issued. It should show you what the
29. Yeah, 29 billion. So you can't.
Dude,
well, I could have moved 150 million today. Yeah.
You could have bought 150. You can buy $150 million anytime you want. I think it trades around $50 billion a day. You can buy $150 million worth of Bitcoin all day, every day, and not move anything. They're not even.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even see you, dude.
Wow.
How much did somebody tell Grant how much Michael bought this month? I think this quarter, I think he bought 450. This is his smallest purchase, man. $30 billion in volume today alone. It is a monster market, dude. People need to get rid of, I remember these idiots talking on Spaces. It's grown up, man. And I do have good timing, dude. I have good timing when it comes into getting in these disruptive events. I'm not saying that's the reason to go do something, but this disruption, there's no way we're going back to the 8-track tape.
Yeah.
It's not possible. And to your very point about this arbitrage with cheap labor, if we bring AI here, we're not going to use checks and wire transfers and ACHs, man. You're going to have machines doing things and getting an exchange for it. I mean, for instance, I have people that just gave $2 to you and I for hosting this stream. I'm not going to keep any of it, dude. I can't. $2, in the legacy world, somebody's going to take at least $1 of that in fees and processing. If you get $100 sent over YouTube, how much money do you think you end up with? $66, dude. They take $33 just for you sitting on the platform, yet you have the content. Now, if they tried to do that on a major highway, that would be called extortion, right? So I don't think any of this is going to get done with legacy currency, fiat. It's going to get done with digits so that people can do microtransactions. $2 now becomes really important, but you keep all $2 except for maybe 1/10 of a penny, and the volumes explode for Wall Street. Wall Street's terrified of the margin collapse that's getting ready to happen because they can't explain to the analysts that, hey, our volumes are going to 20x, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that every time. You see more volume, you add transparency, to a marketplace that creates more competition, and then you end up with a shitload more volume, albeit the margins aren't monopoly margins anymore. They're competitive margins.
Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy. We've been here for an hour and a half or so.
No. That's not the way to do it.
What you running at? Okay, what you want to do? What are you telling me?
I want to know, do you own more than $150 million worth of Bitcoin?
I don't think I want to answer that question.
No, the thing to do was the thing to do. It was not the thing to do.
Hey, you know this cat? This cat knows one thing about people from Louisiana.
At least he
do
didn't
love
come
their
in here with
guns, man.
sunglasses.
We do
At least
like our gizmos.
At least he didn't come in here with sunglasses on. That's first of all, I trust him a little more than that other dude.
What's up, fellas?
The problem is with Mike, though, he owns XRP, dude. You really
God dang it. It's
bro,
coming.
what is XRP today, buddy? Can you tell me?
About 59 cents.
Yeah, making some moves, huh?
Waiting for that bull run, baby. Waiting for that bull run. It's right there. We're about to touch it. I mean, it's right there. It's so close. So close. It's so close.
Hey, give us a little feedback, if you would, on our little live cast that we're doing together.
I like it. I like seeing you two guys together. I like the chemistry you guys have together. Like y'all are both you're both very giving to each other, believe it or not. Most brothers just kill each other all the time, but y'all I was
motherfucker's got more money than me, man.
I know, but you're better looking
for the rest of my life.
But you got the looks, though. That's the thing.
That's a fact.
Did you see the SEC crap today? You see Gensler go up there and not answer a damn question all day?
They are really fucking Custodia Bank. Caitlin is getting absolutely rogered by these institutions. They're going to give it all to the big boys, dude.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm trying to tell Grant. Hey, if you watch that SEC, you're like, oh shit, they're all in on this now, dude. They're literally picking the winners. If you look at the landscape here, Franklin Templeton just came in to take a specific role in the market with Citi. It looks to me like if you look at the entire food chain as a industry, all major players are taking specific pieces of the entire value chain.
Yeah. The
lending side, the protocol side. I mean, dude, they're moving in so hard. Like, this is what you should be looking at, not the price. Who's playing the game? And I've never seen such big names. These names did not move into energy, man. This is going to be every institution in the world, because the Bitcoin, the whole digital thing, is going to impact all these people.
Well, this is it. I mean, this is that parallel monetary. This is the transition age, I think they call it. Like, this is it. This is everything that's coming.
Now, Mike, why do you own the XRP rather than the BTC? Why did you go for something other than the king? I mean, BTC's got to be the king of this game.
Pride.
Ooh.
It's not so much pride to go in it. It's pride to get out. I gotta give it. I was exit liquidity in 21. And so it's like, I got to see it. I got to give it a shot to run a little bit just to see. And then, I've got some limit sales, stuff like that. So if it doesn't get to where I want it to go.
What's your cost basis in Ripple?
37 cents. About that's what I pulled together at. So, I mean, I'm still sitting okay. We touch.
Yeah. I met that dude. What's the owner's name?
Brad Garlinghouse.
So I meet him. I'm at a Dave Chappelle concert. They bring me backstage. I'm talking to Dave and the mayor of San Francisco. And she's getting loaded, just fucked up. Like, she's there. London. The kush is in the air, bro. And it's like so thick. It's so strong.
What's kush?
And weed. And so Dave knows I don't smoke, right? But the mayor passes it to me. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Wow.
And then I'm like, she's fucking wasted. And I'm like, how are things in San Francisco? She's like, I just wish COVID would come back, because I was the queen. I could do anything I wanted. Well, the guy next to her is a white dude. And I'm like, hey, can you make sure that we stay in touch if I can ever do anything for you guys on a fundraiser or something? You know, I'm simping. I'd love to be able to help, you know. He's the fucking founder of XRP. I thought he was the bag man.
He doesn't come across as an alpha male. Let's put it like that. You know,
he says, no, I don't do. He's like, I don't work for her, man. And then later somebody says, bro, that's the founder of Ripple.
I think they're still Gary. Aren't they still out there? And aren't they still out in San Francisco?
Oh yeah.
I think they might still have one of their headquarters. I think they moved up to Canada.
Yeah. And I think it was 16 cents then.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with cross-border. We'll see what happens with the cross-border stuff like that. They're going to have, I mean, if it plays out the way they, you know, it's still got a shot.
Let's just get back to the most honest thing that was just said, though, Mike. Let's talk about the ego, okay? Because this is XRP's chart. And, you know, you didn't come on here just by chance. You came on here with 2 Cardones. And I'm just going to ask Grant, you know, about an experience he has when he let his ego make a decision on a chart like this. You know, it's hard to say, hey, maybe this wasn't the best decision, but look at this chart. And then we look at this chart and it's just very, very different. Although your cost base is cool, you have given up a lot of value from right here. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm not making you wrong. This is just a learning experience.
Yeah, you kind of are.
You could have picked this up.
You kind of are.
Well, because he is.
I'm gonna take all the heat that comes with it. I'm gonna take all the heat.
Using it as a teaching tool. I would love for somebody to do this for me. It's at 53 here, and it's now at 64. So, you know, it has moved a good 25%. And XRP is just kind of like a limp dick.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I understand what it's Mike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what Mike's saying because I can just tell you, I think everybody has their reasoning. Like for me, every time I think about, okay, because if I'm about Bitcoin, I'm buying $1 million at a time. That's where I'm at in my life today. So I'm proud and grateful that I'm in that position. I guess I don't have to do that. I can do $57,000 at a time and do it.
This is important for people to hear,
times.
Though. It's just a unit to you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just a unit, right?
One unit. Grant's buying 1 unit at a time, right?
And whether it's 5,000 or 5 million, whatever, it's the same. I'm still looking for the score. The thing that every time I go to do it, though, I'm like, dude, what if this thing fucking turns into a fucking big ass fucking nothing burger again? And the thing I go to every time is the tulip fucking scam. And I'm like, fucking, I'm going to fucking regret this so much. And by the way, I have avoided 25 years, maybe 30 years. Gary could tell you, I have avoided a lot of train wrecks. I knew when the Richards were being sold, Richard Mille watches. I'm like, fucking don't buy those. The Paddocks. I bought 3 Richards. I could have sold every one of them. But I was already in a position not to, it didn't matter, right? But I still knew that the whole thing was stupid. And I just hate being wrong because it hurts me so fucking much. Because it's harder to get rid of the wrong than I think it stings more than the winds heal.
Psychologically, for sure, pain is 2 times more powerful than the negative.
The pleasure.
You get more dopamine from it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, if I lose everything that I have in XRP, like to be out with what I have in my other investments, I'm okay with it. I really am.
Yeah, but bro, you're left with the sting, bro.
Yeah, but I want to give it because I got in at the top of 21, and then it came all the way down, and it's been in the lawsuit ever since. We're still, you know, the SEC is going to wait to the last minute.
I didn't know that. I thought they cleared all that shit up.
They did, but the SEC has a chance to appeal. This is the last one, so they're going to wait till the last second, and they're going to appeal it. And if you think about it. They have to appeal because if they don't, then that's going to take away the credibility for their other cases. You know, all of a sudden their Coinbase case and their other, you know, and then what they're talking about with it's what I need is some kind of booklet. See, if I could just find a booklet that could tell me about like a millionaire booklet.
Do you know the story behind this? Why I called it the Millionaire booklet?
Nuh-uh.
Dude,
This is a
you're an
funny fucking story.
unrelentless promoter. It's amazing that we come from the same womb. You're disgusting.
It's a
Man.
fucking crazy story. We'll see if the audience wants to hear this story or not. Gary thinks I'm promoting my Millionaire booklet. You know,
I'm here for it.
yeah. So this is what happened. I went to a charity event and for my church, and I donated some money that night, and I finished the goal. And I could tell everybody was disappointed we weren't going to get there. And I said, "Fuck it, I'll do it." And the room went fucking crazy. And at that minute, I knew everybody wanted to be the guy that basically finished the night off. And so I'm driving home, and I was really excited. I said, I'm going to go home and write a book tonight, How to Become a Millionaire, so that everybody one day can be the hero. So sure enough, I came home, started a landing page, called my COO and said, "I'm writing a book tonight." By the way, I wrote it the same night. "I'm writing a book tonight." She's like, "You can't write a book. You're under an agreement with Random Penguin. They get first dibs on your next book." And I said, "Okay, got it. Thank you." So you know what I said? I'm not going to write a book. I'm going to write a booklet. That's a true story. And had this translated to 38 languages in 30 days.
And that like legally, like that got you out of that got you around that loophole?
Yeah, they said, "Hey, we had first dibs." I'm like, "Bro, it's a fucking booklet." All right.
Booklet.
It's a little fucking pamphlet. What are you talking about, bro? It's a funnel. It's a funnel for the book itself. Yeah, okay, you're cool.
Yeah. And that's how I got to be a millionaire, by coming up with booklets instead of books.
My new book here, Mike. Let me know if you want to order it, buddy.
I do.
How to be brilliant.
Yeah, but it's not going to sell anything, dude. It's not going to sell, bro. It's got the wrong name, bro. Nobody wants to be brilliant. They want to be rich.
It's a booklet.
That'd be like how to get abs. Learn more about abs. No, man, I need to see the fucking abs.
It's a booklet.
Do you guys know that you have 7 times better chance of being a millionaire in America than you do of showing your abs? There's fewer people
you have a greater
with
chance
visible abs.
Grant, you have a greater chance of becoming an NBA superstar than most people have of becoming successful as a business owner.
That's not true. That's not true.
Absolutely true.
That is not true.
The ratio of people
There's 32 million small businesses in America. Okay, there's 9%.
Smallest figure give us all $50,000 to start a new business. I mean, we're all going to be rich.
Exactly. There's 9 million small businesses in America that make $1 million a year. There's not 9 million fucking baseball players, NBA players, NFL players. Fucking put them all together around the world, and you ain't got 9 million.
I think it's a percentage I'm talking about. I'm saying the chances of doing that, being a professional ball player, are greater than being a successful entrepreneur. Look it up, my little boy.
You got some bad data, bro.
Rock it,
bitch. Bad fucking data. You got some bad data. Send me that fucking stack that you had earlier that you don't like, all that shit, that fucking fiat. Send me the stack.
So look, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
I can
the
put
best
it right on top of here.
I just like looking at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw the guns. I saw the gas mask. I thought it was a CPAC mask.
Somebody come in the house and I hit him with that. Dude, that shit hurts.
See, I would go into the house to be hit by that.
Okay.
Like I'd be like knocking on the front door. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here for the hit. Right here on this cheek. If I can.
Right there.
This is why
knocked the shit out of me.
This is why Grant and I, we really just had to. One of us had to leave town because Grant uses this stuff to knock somebody out with, and I don't know why he doesn't just go hard metal. Like every time he fucked with me, he ended up in the hospital. So, what is that, man? That's the lighter,
bro.
That's
that AI lighter.
Is that to light your kush?
Nah, kush, you know that.
Got that San Fran Kush with an AI
somebody
lighter.
said, is it cash trash? Yeah, dude, it is trash, but it converts to it's very easy to convert to something more valuable. And right now we're still on a planet that is using cash. In the UAE, they're fucking pinned to the dollar, bro. Like I'm with some fucking heavy hitters in the UAE. They said, "Hey man, we love your dollar. We don't want it to go away." By the way, all 5 places I was at, I told Gary this earlier in the stream, all of them said, "Hey, you guys got to get rid of this fucking dumb fuck y'all are running, running for office. This whoever her name is or whatever she is, this is fucking crazy. Like literally they're talking to me like this. These people don't even curse. But the moment I brought up her and him, I said, hey, how do y'all want this to go? They're like, it can only go one way.
Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, that says something when people from the other countries are saying that, that it's that, but it's that clear over here too, though, isn't it? Your boy, look, I know y'all probably like him privately, but and it's like you said with the troll, Scaramucci, that is impossible for that dude to be voting for Kamala. That is impossible. There is no scenario where his right mind votes for Kamala. It just doesn't happen.
I think he will vote, or he won't.
I think
100% he will. 100% he will.
But it doesn't make any sense. I swear to God, it's like we're living in a freaking matrix, man. Like there's no way those two dudes should vote for Kamala.
It's
Kamala Harris. She's so
no, dude. It's not Kamala. It's Kamalat.
Kamala. She's got like 5 or 6 different names. That's sexist or racist or something. It's one of those two. She's
they asked her, what was the question they asked her? They asked her, God damn, it was brilliant too, dude. Let me see if I can find it again.
I know she was raised in a middle class family where people around the neighborhood had yards.
Dude, she's not black. She's not black. 100% she's not black. I've done a bunch of genealogy. She's saying she's black, but she's not black. Okay. She's never run as a black person. And
she's never got a vote. She's never been voted in as a human being for anything either.
Only thing she did for black people was lock up 1,500 of them. And then once the community got fucking riled up about it, then she said, oh, you don't have to be locked up. So we're going to figure out how to get you out and do some recidivism, okay, and save their life. Now she looks like a hero to some of these people. That's her protection. But the truth is, people don't understand when you're being prosecuted, your life's already fucking ruined. Yeah. Okay. You lost your jobs, you lost your money, you lost your marriage, you lost your kids, you lost your dignity. And the fact that you don't go to jail now, you're already fucked over.
Yeah. And she got those people. Well, she got the people that burned down the cities in Minnesota. She got them out of jail. So,
yeah.
Freaking Walls.
No, Gary, when I asked you a question,
did you see Walls change the air filter on his truck? You see the video where Walls is changing the air filter on his truck? It's a brand new freaking air filter. He measures the oil and he takes off he unscrews the air filter can on that freaking.
Oh yeah, he's trying to look. He's trying to look like he's a man.
Check the tires, baby.
It's an idiot, man.
He's
such an embarrassment. I can't find a woman that is supporting Kamala. Can't find a black person that's supporting him. I don't know where they think they're getting these votes from, but I don't know anybody that's voting for these people. That's why I maintain we can't have an election. I don't think you can have one. What do you think, Mike? You think that's possible?
Look, the more you say it, the more I start to think. I'm like, man, if it's not Trump, it's going to be one of these freaking disasters, homeland type disasters that say, you know what, we can't do it right now. It's too chaotic. We can't. The closer we get, I don't know what to expect anymore. You find out that the freaking guy think about it. A dad goes to jail for trying to assassinate the president and his son goes to jail for child porn. Nobody would ever write that into a script because there is no scenario on earth where that would happen in real life. And here we are. I think you might be right, Gary. I think something is going to because like you said, they ain't going to stop trying, man. And they got 40 something days.
Well, how much dirt do you think's behind this closet? If look, you know what? I actually think they're probably worse than we're saying because we can't even imagine it. We can't imagine somebody drinks blood of a child. They rape kid. Like, I don't think a nice person can even fathom the darkness. Like, it's just too dark to confront, right? So you want to push it away. What if it's 3 or 4 times worse, dude? Did you see Zelensky? Wait, hang tight. You interrupt a lot, dude. Did you see Zelensky on doing a presentation? Yeah. Dude, the guy, like, he's a total cokehead, dude. Total cokehead. Like you can see.
No doubt.
Like, not one person here has been like, and he's doing this. Now,
Trump gets in, he loses his line on everything.
Well, bro. This is where I was going with that. It seems to me like we have an entire 8-year administration, total serious drug users. I mean, like really hardcore drug users. I don't think one of them could pass a fucking prescription drug test or non-prescription drug.
Can we play a game real quick? I want to know. I want to see how well connected you and Mike are to reality. Okay.
We can if you're not a dick.
I'm not going to have anything to do with it. I'm going to ask you guys questions, and then you're going to answer it, and we're going to see who wins. I want to see how real you guys are, how real you really are.
I'm pretty sure that he's being a dick here, and that's why I brought that up. See, people are sitting there going, "Why would he say that?" Because I know where he's going.
You didn't need to say it. You don't know where I'm going. I'm going to ask you guys the price. I'm going to ask you guys the price of ordinary, everyday items.
Okay.
And I want to see who knows the answer. Mike, do you shop for yourself, or do you have somebody do that for you?
I do it online, and then I have them deliver it to my house.
And Gary, do you shop for yourself?
I am a total grocery whore, dude. I know everything about grocery stores.
Okay, let's see which one of you guys wins the champion of the night for most connected to regular people. Okay. A 3-pound bag of Gala apples from Washington. How much would they be, Mike? Let me hear your answer. 3-pound bag.
Damn. $10.
Okay, Gary?
Oh, sorry. What was the question? I was doing something else.
A 3-pound bag of Gala apples. Organic Gala apples.
3 pounds.
3 pounds. Quit looking, dude.
$7.68. I'm not looking at anything.
Okay. The right answer is $5.61. So that goes to Gary. Gary has one.
We're both over.
Okay.
I thought we both lose. Damn.
Okay. Here we go. Artichokes. One artichoke. How much is one conventional Mexican artichoke?
$3.85 to $4.
Mike?
The hell? One artichoke?
One
I'm
artichoke.
going to go with the under and say $3.25.
Gary got that one too, bro. $3.68. Gary was right on that thing, 17 cents away.
Hey,
Okay, guys, this is something all men should eat because it's good for your urine. Asparagus, conventional, not organic asparagus, 1 pound. What are you going to be paying for 1 pound of asparagus from Canada or Mexico? Gary?
1 pound of asparagus, I would say 1 pound. I would say $3.15.
And what do you got, Mike?
I was going to say about $3.
Oh, now he's just going to get as close to me as
You
possible.
can't just give me a number, bro.
He did, dude.
$3 and $3. Like I think it's $3 a pound.
Gary wins that one too. It's
I'm sick of Gary already.
$5.80. Both of you guys were way off, by the way.
$5.80. You know what?
In fact, I'm not giving either one of you a point for that one. Okay. All right, 2 more, guys.
Bro, you
just
can't
2
change
more.
the rules in mid screen. I
can do anything I want. I can do anything I want.
Yeah. That's
These are double points.
That's why you went to the hospital so many times.
Yeah. Everything that's happened to me made me a better man. Okay. Let's see. I don't know that I want to do more produce, even though I could. This is going to be a hard one. Black figs, black mission figs. Each, what is a fig? 1 fig, black mission from California, organic cost. Mike?
Black fig.
Texas tea.
I say $1.
$1. Gary, what do you got?
Saying 1 fig?
1 fig. 1 fucking
39 cents.
Oh, wow.
Give me that one.
$6.39.
No chance that 1 fig is $6, dude.
No way.
100%.
No, that's a whole bucket of them, bro.
Well, maybe so.
Well, I'm closer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's an open pint. It's an open pint. Okay, you're right. You guys are right.
I'm not.
You're right on that. Okay.
I'm right on what?
He said we're
Well,
right.
no, I'm giving you that one, Gary. I'm giving you that one. Okay, guys. Now we got last one right here.
Nepotism.
Yeah. That's the way the things work, man. Okay. Let's go to the last one, guys. Let's go to the last one. Okay.
$6.79 for 8 ounces of turkey figs.
How much is it?
$6.79 for 8 ounces.
Okay. Last one. Last one.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Ready.
Probably not.
Okay. Last one.
I got this one.
Brand new 2024 entry level Ford Bronco. By the way, entry level Ford Bronco. Entry level Ford Bronco. And this one, whoever gets this one right wins the whole thing.
Go ahead, Gary. Give it to him.
Mike, you can go first, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. I mean, are you done searching it, Mike?
What?
Entry level. I'll go
entry
first.
level. Entry level.
Yeah, how much?
Just bought a car. Entry level Bronco.
24.9.
Yeah.
38.5.
Mike is the winner. 39 at 360. Mike, you win. You are the champion, the first ever. And this, Mike,
bro,
the most connected man.
That's not a basic. You're totally
the most
cheating.
connected man. No, I'm not, dude. I'm looking at it right now.
I can buy
$39,630 in 2024. The first entry level. Mike, just want to congratulate you for being the most connected man on X.
Gary couldn't see me setting him up the whole time. I was playing him the whole time. He couldn't see it. That fig thing, that was a gift. That was a gift.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
I was playing dumb on that fig thing.
That was amazing. Okay.
He picked every produce I don't eat at all. Like no, I don't eat any of those things.
And I just want to tell you guys, it's free to vote unless you vote for Kamala Harris, and then you should be called a communist, a traitor to your family, and I guarantee you will pay more taxes and have less opportunities if you vote for that person.
Yo, Grant.
But she's not even the person that's running the government. You don't know who's running it. This is an extension of Barack Obama, George Bush.
Yeah, you're starting to repeat yourself now. Let me ask you a question while we're on pricing of products.
Sometimes you have to repeat yourself to get it into the people's psyche.
Mm-hmm. Well,
booklet.
What do you
How many
guys?
people are in this room? How many people are in this room right now?
4,400. How much is a large basket? You know, the little thing you buy at McDonald's, a large French fry.
Oh, just the French fries, $3.89.
Mikey,
damn, is part of a
meal. You
want to
play the same game, Garrett? You want to play the same game?
Yeah, but I'm doing it for a point. If you just,
I'd say probably $2.50.
$2.50, $4.25.
And I won.
Check this out. How many French fries?
Winner chicken dinner, baby. Don't eat no French fries.
Rich people just overprice everything.
That's what y'all do. Boys. Hey, how many French fries do you think are in a large little box?
23.
Mikey?
40.
Yeah, 40 to 60. Dude, that's 10 cents a fucking French fry.
Dude, that does make me feel like
French fry, dude. When you think about, 10 cents? Wow, it's smaller than that.
What if I told you there wasn't no French fries in there?
Well, dude, totally. There's nothing in there except poison.
Grease sticks for 10 cents a grease stick. That's pretty impressive.
Mike, if you were asked to go into the administration for Donald Trump, what role would you play?
Public ambassador to the evangelicals. I would like that. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to do some kind of, oh my goodness gracious, look at that little, oh my goodness.
My God, that's a cute little dog, dude.
Now oh my God, he's a slow blinker too.
Grant,
what would you do?
What would you do, Grant? Trump administration.
I mean, I could do any job I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Love to be ahead of the Treasury.
Yeah. That'd terrify me if you were the head of Treasury, bro.
Mark Cuban would come to the administration, though, if you did.
Dude, if I got elected head of the Treasury,
right away.
Tariff, being scared would not be what you want to do. You'd be hitting my phone saying, "Hey, bro, can we get a meeting? Like, for real?"
I'd be like, Grant, you remember that time I won
Actually,
the Cardone?
I will say that
Cardone
if you were the head of Treasury, I would be calling you, going, "Hey, let's corner Bitcoin."
What would you do, Gary? You could have any job, Gary. What would you do?
I mean, in all honesty, I would love to do move me into education. Let me just fucking fix it. Because you know what? I'll tell you why. Because I have been so critical since I was 16 at how bad the education system. I hated it, and I'm like, you know what? This is in part why I'm doing this, because I think people really can get a huge education here for next to nothing, and really, really good people too. And you're going to be able to employ a group of older people who have history and content and can tell stories and have experiences to share. Sitting on OnlyFans and showing your tits is not a lot of experience, man. At some point, I got to come up with a story, right? I just think some of these older people, and I see a whole collection of people under 45 that are completely lost. I mean, I think there's a massive generation between like 24 and 44 that could just be left out, maybe even 54. In these type of disruptive events, that's always the category of people that gets hurt the most. Like, I think guys like Grant and I have roles forever and ever, because like we just got enough age behind us that people are going to be willing to pay for the experience. Because, you know, Grant, how many times have you seen people lose money and you're like, wow, I knew that was going to happen to you. I mean, I could have told you that was going to happen, right? Or you yourself lost money, but you just had to go through it and go, okay, I'm never, Ralph's deal, I ain't ever going through that experience again. Sometimes you just got to go through that journey. Do you agree with that, Grant? Or can you just, do you think you can learn from other people?
No, I think you definitely, I mean, I think a wise man would learn from other people. Only an idiot would learn from their own mistakes. The problem with that, I know it makes a great meme, everybody, I learned so much from my failures. Yeah, but the people that say that shit ain't failing. The people that said that shit are on the other side of success, so far down the neighborhood into, Steve Jobs said he learned more. I said, Steve, fuck, you're worth 5 billion, 6 billion. I mean, you're on the other side, So you don't hear a failing man. A failing man doesn't talk about how much he's learning when he keeps busting out. So, yeah, I agree with you, Gary. People should learn from their elders, and you should do what the elder says. But most people, unfortunately, they don't know how to take advice. They know how to ask for it. But then when you give it to them, they're like, "Nah, I think I got this."
Gary, ironically, I got a talking to today by one of my supervisors, because I was talking to the kids today at school about Trump. And you can't talk about Trump. And I shit really? You not. Like, I give you the honest God truth. He said a parent sent an email in and said that McManus is talking about Bitcoin and Trump and AI. That's the talk. That's the talk. That was today. And it's all common sense stuff. I told him the revolution, AI and Bitcoin, like, it's coming. There's nothing you can do about it. You need to learn every single thing that you can about it. Period. End of story. That's not the direction we're going, because most of the teachers, they have no idea anything about it.
No, they're terrified, dude.
They're not going to teach.
65 grand. I'm terrified of AI.
Yeah.
They sent me, you do public school or private?
Yeah, it's public.
Yeah, so I'm do a private school here in St. Pete. I'll give you the name Shorecrest, full of shit. All these woke people. I'm sure one day they're going to call me up and go, "Hey, your kid can't come here." I mean, it'd be a pleasure, quite frankly. But because of my divorce, I got like, okay, I can't just move my kids around. And, half the families in this country have this issue.
Yeah.
You're literally going, oh my God, these people, Mia and Allie, hate the school. They think it's a complete joke. And not a joke. They like the social stuff, but they're not learning anything. Where was I going with the AI, man? Like, we are so close. We're 2 years away from being able to say, I want this robot. Like, they're selling a robot right now, a home unit robot. 2 years ago, sold for $150,000, $16,000 today. Now you think about that and you're like, okay, what could he do? He could change my light bulbs, clean my fans, walk my dogs better than anyone else. My kids don't walk my highly trained dogs well, right? Inconsistencies. There are so many things robots are going to do. Maid work. I mean, Grant is in Miami having to pay $150,000 for a maid a year. Dude, that gets wiped out with a fucking robot.
Yeah,
wiped out. Okay. It's going to attack very high paying jobs, not just the low paying jobs. And if people are going to say, well, I'm not going to go study AI, they're going to get left behind because the IQ. Oh, speaking of IQ, have you guys seen this release of the IQ of Kamala?
No.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Evidently, one of her college students, they all did this IQ test together. And she runs up to the crew and says, 78, man, 80 was max. She thought it was good. Oh, everybody else is at 120. I think that's the kind of IQ we're talking about, bro.
I do too.
I mean, really, because.
Golly. Hitchlap's going to love to hear that.
Oh, of course, I smashed it out to him. Not only does she have no IQ, but she doesn't have any EQ either. So, I mean, I'm not sure what she's got. She's got no sex appeal whatsoever. Anybody that slept with that woman, like, dude, you're on the wrong edge of fucking quality.
It's the most baffling thing.
Like, bro, you stuck your tongue on that. That had to be nasty.
Montel hadn't done an interview or anything about her, has he?
Nobody's doing. How many celebrities have deleted their Twitter accounts in the last 3 days?
Yeah, true.
Bro, Kardashians, the entire family.
Yeah.
See, for that whole family to go down, it'd be great for this country, dude. It's disgusting, man.
They've
been promoting a very aggressive sexual behavior for at least 15 years. And it's all falling apart, man. It's all coming to I think, a guy told me once, he's an engineer, because I was talking about the pendulum is swung so far left. And he reminded me, he's like a chemical engineer or mechanical engineer. He said, just remember, per engineering terms, the pendulum must go all the way back.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, you're like, whoa, we got a long way to go, dude. Like, it never just does this, goes all the way, and then, oops, and then it never does that. We're living in la la land, dude. Fucking pendulum has to come all the way back here, which means very puritanical, religious, militant, black and white. There is no gray. And then hopefully we'll settle somewhere in the middle. But we're so far from the extreme, dude. Like, what would it take? See, if you think that's correct, and that in engineering terms, it must come back, right?
Right.
If we're really talking about a pendulum effect, what would have to happen to accelerate that pendulum to go extreme? Something is going to be the catalyst that pushes that thing. And is it civil unrest, another January 6th? Is it martial law? I think this is the immigration is about martial law. I finally said, hey, there's only one thing you get out of allowing immigration like this on this scale to occur without any assimilation.
Yeah.
There's only one thing you can do. Full on COVID 28.
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice, and I don't have to inject you with anything.
Yeah. I agree.
I just tell you to fucking stay in your door, and I got an MP5.
Yeah.
And you're basically going, right. It's for your interest because it's become too violent out there. And then you have total unrest, people murdering each other. It's so sad.
But don't you think, isn't this an opportunity though, that if you get a bunch of people in here that you don't know who they are and where they are, the people that, I mean, isn't that an opportunity to get everybody tracked?
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, because now they can include us. I mean, they tried it with gun, like, you know, gun ownership has nothing to do with guns. It's just to track where the guns are. You know, who has them and where they located.
I think what
So
they're going
if
to
you get
do
a
is
bunch
they're
of
going to
illegal
give them
immigrants in
guns.
here, why not track them? Get
They're
their
going to let
names,
them be
get
the
their social security
police.
number, and
They're gonna what?
You can speak now, Grant.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, how often do you get your teeth whitened, dude? Because your teeth, like, I need to go put some sunglasses on. Mike, do you experience that?
no.
I mean, check this out, dude. Let me give you just
They look nice though.
check this out, the solo layout. Give me a big old smile there, bro.
Let me compare them to the AirPod.
This is professional teeth whitening here.
Let me see
Come
what
on,
we got.
give me the smile, dog.
You got to
Look
pay
here.
for that, son.
Oh shit.
Those bottom teeth got that they got that AirPod glow.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I think it's a matching white, actually. I think he matched it up, probably went to the dentist and said, dude, match it to my right earphone.
I'll tell you more about that later.
Are you doing penis whitening now too, also, Grant, or have you stopped doing that? I know you were working on the enlargement and the elongment thing for a while. Have you moved to whitening, or you going deep black?
This is not conducive to my run for treasury.
Ebony. Oh, really? I think there's some shit in your background that's a lot worse than this little story.
No. That will not be a problem.
I really need him in treasury. So maybe we ought to cut this conversation. I mean, I'm going to need a federal job one of these days, probably. So
Thanks, Mike.
Just saying, it's the safest route to take.
You guys think we should kill the show now? We done?
No, you don't boom it like that. You just boom it, bro. Like, don't you understand? I mean,
he understands.
No,